1 second from half court.
Jumping for joy with
first ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh,
did he bring it in? He did.
It is
caught!
Welcome to the Jack Breslin Student Event Center on the campus of Michigan State University in East Lansing. Today, it's the MHSAA Division II Boys Basketball Semifinal as the Summit Dragons out of Romulus take on the Freeland Trojans. And hi, everyone, and welcome inside the Breslin Center to the best seat in the house, center court of the MHSAA Championships. Along with Bernie Foose, I'm Joe Jason. Good to be with you today. Well, let's start first of all with Summit. They come in at 26-1. Their only loss was out of state this year. So they are really tournament tested with that schedule here. And they've got a young guy who leads their team, Cody Bush, a 6'2" guy. Something unique about him when it comes to him and the rest of the starters in this game.
Well, he's the only freshman that you're going to see out there amongst the starting five for each team. Freeland has 5 seniors, and Summit starts 4 other seniors. Only a freshman, but he plays with poise. He's strong, averaging about 12 points a game. Part about this 3-headed monster for Summit, but he's had a fantastic playoff run, especially the last 3 games. Look for him to step up big.
Freeland Falcons come in at 24-3, and they got the big fella, 6'6", Tristan Comer. And yeah, he's going to come back here to Michigan State, and he's going to play, but he's not going to play the sport you think, or maybe after you see him, you'll know what we're talking about.
Well, he's definitely an animal, and I say that in a very complimentary sense. Many of you have probably heard of Nikola Jokic, the Joker. Plays just like him, except, and this is another big compliment, maybe a little bit more athletic. You wouldn't think a guy this big, this strong, could do the things he can do on the basketball court. He's going to be a joy to watch, and he's going to be a joy to see on the boards. Can his presence down low combat that 3-headed guard monster for Summit?
Well, we mentioned he's coming back to Michigan State, but he's going to be joining the football team come this fall. We've got Freeland and we've got Summit, and the winner will take on Hudsonville Unity Christian or Detroit University Prep in the D2 championship game. The tip-off of our D2 semifinal is coming up next. You're watching the MHSAA on the NFHS Network.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. Odds are your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for tuition-free community college, up to $27,500 at a public or private university, or up to $4,000 for a trade school or career training program, no matter their GPA. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them there. Simply fill out the FAFSA to apply. Get started at mi.gov/achievement.
How much longer? Relax. I can't. This online betting thing is getting out of control.
Come on. We're having fun.
But we need to pay rent, buy books, groceries.
Blah, blah, blah.
They're called priorities for a reason.
We'll get to those things. Maybe. This isn't gonna end well.
Don't regret the bet. For tips that will help you play it smart, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board.
When you fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, nonstop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
unstoppable.
More highlights. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once, so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
Breslin Center for the D2 semifinal between Romulus Summit and the Freeland Falcons. Romulus got here going through the east side of the state with wins in the regionals over Divine Child and Ida, and then Chelsea in the quarterfinals. Freeland got here by going up north. Up in the middle of the state north, Portland, Flint Hamady in the regionals, and Ludington in the quarterfinal to get here.
There's some big keys for this game, Joe. Summit, they got to do what they've done all year long, and that's play defense. I spoke to Coach Clark. First thing out of his mouth is defense, defense, defense. Secondly, they got to rebound. It sounds cliche, defense and rebound. And then finally, they do those things. They want to get out and run. They meet that trifecta. They feel pretty good about their chances tonight.
Romulus' head coach is Derek Clark. He's in his 5th year. Played college basketball at Fort Valley State University. Meanwhile, John Patel is the head coach, or Johnny as they call him, in his 7th year as the head coach of the Freeland Falcons. Johnny would like to be like his Corunna classmate, Kyle Clough, who is the head coach of the Rockford Rams, who punched their ticket to the final earlier today. He would like to be the second guy from Corunna to play in the finals tomorrow here at the Breslin Center.
Call it one of those coaching trees, if you will. Trying to accomplish something special. It's a special day. It's a special month, as always, in March. Chance to do great things here. And Freeland, you got to combat that defense, that rebounding. Their game is being physical. It's going to be an interesting matchup. You got that 3-headed guard monster for Summit, and Freeland's got the big guy down low, and maybe one of the best shooters in the state, if not the best shooter, in number 14, Huckabee on the outside. He's hit almost 100 threes here in the 2025-2026 season.
Summit in the teal, Freeland in the white and green, and it'll be the Falcons with the basketball from Freeland to start. Out front between the rings is Cooper Wagner. Goes to the elbow right, attack in the basket. Immediately, layup comes up short, contact, whistle foul. We go to the free throw line, 12 seconds in.
Well, without a doubt, Romulus Summit, they want to get out there and guard you on the wing, way past that three-point line. Right there, Huckabee, as I said, almost 100 threes in one season alone. You can be sure they're going to be there on the catch. Huckabee recognized it, went around him, got to the hoop, got him in foul trouble right off the bat.
Huckabee averages 19 a game. 1-0 lead for Freeland here in the early going.
And I like that. He's a three-point shooter, but establishing himself, getting to the hoop, it ends up opening up three-point shots. Again, one of the best shooters in the state. He'll be going to Saginaw Valley next year, doing big things at the D2 level.
Cody Bush with the basketball for the Dragons. 9-0 in the Charter School Conference, where they finished in first. Cody holding out high. He hasn't been closer than 35 feet away from the basket.
Not a lot of movement for Summit right now. A lot of standing, which you don't want to see in the basketball game. You want to get movement, and that opens up lanes.
Baseline drive, fade away is short. Rebound chased down and grabbed by Tristan Comer. Freeland up the floor quickly. Deep three. I mean, this is deep, and it's good. And right now, it's the Wilson Huckabee show.
That's what he does. Establishes himself on the inside, comes down in rhythm. Bada boom, bada bing. He wants that title of best shooter in the state. That's
5-0 lead. Off a screen, Bush holds. Does not pick up his dribble. He'll just fire it up and hit it.
Needed it after that start, down 5-0. Still not a lot of movement on offense, but a tough shot by Bush.
Cooper Wagner in the paint, nowhere to go except outside for Heilman for three. No good. Long rebound, and whistle, and a foul. It's going to go against Cody Bush, who got a handful of the jersey on the rebound there.
Yeah, here coming down, feeling himself. Most shooters that shoot right-handed love to come off that left-handed dribble. Smooth stroke from the outside.
NBA range.
Mr. Bush, not to be out-dueled, if you will, out there, crashes the three.
Off the inbound, and a 5-second call against the Falcons.
That's that Summit pressure. Freeland going all the way out to the three-point line. I would have liked some diagonal down screen action to get the big boy down low off an inbound like that.
Bush, who does most of the handling of the basketball, at least in the early going, goes in, and Tristan Comer said, Get it out of here.
We told you they're physical. I called this young man an animal. He plays football for a reason, but he is sneaky, sneaky athletic. Couple rebounds and a big block to start the game.
6:15 left in the first quarter. 5-3 lead for Freeland. Deep three on the way, left side, in and out. Offensive rebound, surprise, Taylon Pitts, and then he put it right back in. We're tied. Or no, he just missed. Still a 2-point game, back the other way, and a one-and-done miss. And again, Cody Bush. Oh, if that's his second here. No, got a break. That foul was on Freeland. Cooper Wagner with the foul.
Yeah, not the kind of foul you want. Bush could have got called for a little handoff there. Now we see the big boy with another block. He's got 2 blocks already. He's got almost 30 on the season.
He's got a block, and so does the underside of the backboard. Standing dribble Fuller. Marquand White rotates to the left.
Freeland has gone zone now, trying to pack it in.
Down low, Bush drew the double team. Taylon Pitts was wide open for the easy lay-in.
That's how you beat a zone. You want to play a 3-2 zone. You want to work that ball around the wing, penetrate the gaps, draw that big man up, and then dump it low. Fantastic execution by Summit.
Comer looking for the backdoor play, wasn't there. Attacking right side, Heilman short. Rebound, Cody Bush now after the pass. Summit attacks the basket. Comer with a big swing and a miss. Gets the foul, and the and one coming on the driving lay-in by Tucker Micah.
Well, we talked a lot about Bush, and rightfully so, but this young man, Mr. Fuller, leads this team in scoring, almost 15 points a game. He's been their lead dog for a couple of years now, and he's certainly leading the team in part this year, part of that 3-headed monster. He's heading to Tiffin next year. Another D2 player who knows how to play the game.
Jordan Fuller makes the 3-point play. It is an 8-0 run right now for the Summit Dragons. Huckabee, kick out to the right wing. Good ball movement, 3-ball left side. Comer was down on the deck and grabbed the rebound.
Love it.
Keeps it alive for Freeland.
Told you, he makes Djokovic plays, man. The Joker can do it from on the ground. And Look, I know it was a travel, but man, it was still pretty. You got a guy that size with those little footsteps and fundamentals is beautiful to watch.
Cody Bush, 6'2" freshman, brings it up. Fuller back to Bush. 4:22 and ticking first quarter. From the elbow right, skip pass, no three, but Bush will take it. Spin and go to the rack and lay it in. Right around Comer.
Again, when you play that 3-2 zone, the whole point of a 3-2 zone is to take away that 3-point shot, leaving the 2 big boys down low. It opens up lanes, and Bush, fantastic penetration and even better spin moves.
10-0 run. Comer tries to end it, misses the shot, goes down after contact. Looked like he ran into Marquand White. White kicks it out left side. Fuller in the paint. Puts it up, side of the iron. No, Comer grabs the rebound. Look at the big guy go.
This young man is all over the court right now. Rebounding, blocking shots. And he's not even tired.
Three again, in and out.
He couldn't have asked for a better look there with one of the best shooters in the state.
Tipped away, kept control by the Dragons. They attack the basket. Deep three for Bush. Off the heel. Into the hands of Cooper Wagner. Connor Leseski, one of his first touches of the game, and it goes out of bounds.
I like the passion and the physicality by Freeland, but they gotta be careful right now. It's becoming a bit of a track meet, and that's the exact style that Summit wants to play. Run and gun, get you up and down, make it a high-scoring game. Freeland wants to slow it down a little bit more and use their physicality. You get in a track meet with this Summit team, you're in trouble.
3 turnovers so far for Freeland, none for the Dragons of Summit.
Now Freeland has gotten out of that 3-2 zone. They're going back to man this possession, trying to confuse Summit.
Step back off the push-off is off the heel. Only white jerseys there to rebound, and Comer will settle it down to Cooper Wagner. 2.5 and some change to play here in the first quarter. It's a 10-0 run for the Summit Dragons after being down 5-0. Comer double teamed as he got it to the baseline, slapped out of bounds. It'll be Freeland basketball.
Well, that Summit pressure is difficult. Again, one of the best, if not the best, defensive pressure teams in the state, regardless of division. Summit makes you uncomfortable. Found Freeland, though, I got to handle that pressure and get the ball back inside just like they started this game.
Comer had it down around his waist, tried to lift to the basket. Was fouled on the play. They called the foul on the floor, so the ball will be inbounded under the basket.
You can see that size right there on the camera. The difference between Mr. Campbell, number 20, for Summit, and the big boy down low. He's got his work cut out for him.
Deep three, right side, miss, offensive rebound. And it's blocked. He waited too long. He had the easy kiss off the window feeder. Just went right up.
Get it and go right up, but that's that pressure on Summit. They know that they're good leapers.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Freeland got out to a 5-0 lead, 10 unanswered by Romulus Summit. They lead at 10-5. Cody Bush will back the dribble out. They'll start over. Look at Comer. He's way out to guard. Now he goes back to the post. Bush will drive back out. Fuller drives underneath. Easy layup for Marquand White, and a timeout called by John Patel and the Freeland Falcons with 1:35 remaining in the first, a 12-0 run.
Give Coach Clark credit. They were standing around there for a while. I thought there wasn't going to be any movement. All of a sudden they get into a set. Nice screen and roll. Back up top to Fuller. Beautiful drive. Draws the big man up with an easy dump down. And just like that, Freeland had a great start. 5-0 like you said, Joe. But bada boom, bada bing, 12-0 run for Summit, up 7. If I'm Freeland, like, look, this possession, again, every possession's important, but this one just feels a little different. You got to find a way to get that ball inside. They did that last possession. They just couldn't get it to go. But you almost feel like Freeland needs a basket here to cut into this lead and get them a little bit of momentum going into the second quarter.
It was Dimitri Campbell actually with the bucket just before the timeout. 12-5 lead for Summit. The black, teal, and silver out of the Charter School Conference. Freeland out of the Tri-Valley Conference. Red, where they finished in second place with a 10-2 record.
And if I'm Freeland here, again, trying to get the ball inside, how do you do it? Well, I think step one, you got number 14 there, Mr. Huckabee, who's already hit a three, had a nice drive. I'd probably use him to set some back screens, get that ball cutting down low. If they go with that person cutting, it opens up the three-point shot for him if you need it. But you got to have some action away from the ball instead of standing around watching it.
Cooper Wagner across the timeline for the Freeland Falcons.
There it is, the back screen, and we got, whoop. I like the set, they just didn't execute.
From the right baseline, the drive, the dish, and the lay-in. Finally, Cooper Wagner ends the drought.
And again, no hesitation there. Got the ball, went straight up, didn't hesitate. Easier bunny.
Deep three, that is Jordan Fuller.
That's what they can do. They're a three-headed monster. Both Fuller and White shoot over 40% from the three-point line. They can do it inside, and they can do it outside.
That last bucket by Freeland, by the way, was their first bucket since 7:52 remaining in the first quarter. So they had 5 points in the first 58 seconds of the game. 37 left on the clock here in the first.
Summit pressure.
Wagner just trying to get free. Can't. Baseline drive. Heilman lost the dribble, bounced it off the leg of one of the Dragons.
You can feel the energy from the fan base for Summit right now. They love and appreciate that defense. That is what they're known for. And you can see them hyping themselves up. They are really making those guards for Freeland uncomfortable.
Leseski to inbound.
Oh, great switch.
Max Hine is in the game for the Falcons, running the wing left. Trying to step through with the dribble was Huckabee. In traffic, got it. That was just sheer will.
That's just a great basketball player right there. He was double teamed at the top, got inside, had 3 Summit players on him, still found a way to make it. Great defense, but even better offense.
Last couple of buckets by the Falcons have cut this lead, and the shot might have been tipped at the horn, but it's a 6-point ball game at the end of the first 8 minutes. Romulus Summit Academy leading Freeland by a score of 15-9. We're back with more at the Breslin Center at the Michigan High School Athletic Association Division II Boys Division II basketball semifinal right here on the NFHS Network.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
The MHSAA Basketball Finals are brought to you by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Back for the second quarter here after one. It's a 15-9 lead for Romulus Summit. Freeland Falcons got out quickly in this game. 52 seconds in, they were ahead 5-0. A couple of free throws and a deep three by Wilson Huckabee. He had all 5 points, by the way, in the first 52 seconds of this game, but then a 10-0 run by Romulus got them out to a 10-5 lead, and we played back and forth since.
Yeah, a little bit of a track meet in the middle there of the first quarter, which again favors Summit. Not a lot of turnovers for Freeland. They only have 3. Summit has 0, but Summit has capitalized on those turnovers, which has caused them to get more shots. Right now, in terms of shot selection, 14 shot attempts for Summit, only 9 for Freeland. If I'm Freeland, I want to slow down this pace, make those possessions more efficient, but first got to get a stop here and then a bucket to stay in this thing.
No turnovers in that first quarter for Summit, only 3 for Freeland, so both teams take care of the basketball pretty good.
Freeland going back to man-to-man. Again, they tried that 3-2 zone. It was not working. Now they're going back man-to-man, lining up one-on-one.
Marquand White picked up his dribble, looking for help. Jordan Fuller will go off a high screen. Bush into the paint. Bounce pass underneath. Open look. Push from behind. King Pierce Black is fouled, and he'll go to the line to try to complete a 3-point play.
That's just excellent basketball, doing almost a 3-man weave, knowing Freeland switching. So you find a bad matchup, draw in, draw the big boy, nice dump. And that's what Bush can do. I mean, it's heady, right? He can score, he can shoot, he can drive, but he's got over 80 assists this season already, leads the team in rebounding.
Look at that one-handed free throw there. How about that? It was good.
I mean, that's what you do in your bedroom when you're trying to say, hey, look at my form. Not many players actually try to execute that in a game. That was pretty.
Unless your hand is so big, it's like shooting a baseball or something like that. Down the lane, Comer, strong move, whistle, block, and a foul called on King Pierce Black.
Yeah, that was a smart play by the senior right there. Get a tough possession, an important possession, down 9 right here. Don't want to settle for a bad shot. Get that ball at the top of the key, take care of it yourself, get to the free throw line, get in the books on the point spread, and try to get your team back in this.
Comer at the line, his free throw is good. Lead down to 8. Comer is a 71% free throw shooter.
Yeah, not often you see somebody 6'6", 6'7" with not just great footwork, but great touch. Not just around the basket, but on the outside. He's got great form.
Second free throw's a miss. Pierce Black gets the rebound. Into the forecourt, it's Summit with the ball. 7 minutes remaining in the half, and the Dragons up by 8, 18-10.
And now they're going to mix it back up. Freeland going back to that 3-2 zone. If I'm Summit, I'm working that ball out. Look for those passing lanes to open up. Attack those gaps, get in, force the big boy to come up, and then drop it down low for an easy basket.
Fuller couldn't penetrate.
He's trying. They're just taking chances right now. Which one's going to open up? You got White, Bush, and Fuller looking up. They're going to screen at the top, try to attack that gap, and dump.
Marquand White puts on the brakes, wing right, dishes on back to Bush, and he'll just walk it back up near the Spartan logo.
It's great defense so far by Freeland. Can they stick with it, though, for the rest of the possession?
Bush, backdoor pass, tipped away into the hands of Heilman. Tucker up the floor. Skip pass.
Look out.
Huckabee, that's his spot. Couple of big threes from that distance. It's a 5-point game.
This young man has come to play. Started off the game hot. You cannot give him looks like that. You don't hit almost 100 threes in a season for no reason. You've got to get out there on him.
Pickpocket by Cooper Wagner. Nobody there. He'll lay it in. All of a sudden, we got a 3-point game.
Not something you see very often with this three-headed monster at the guard position, losing the ball near half court. Huge defensive play right there. And, man, they were down 9, only down 3. Nice job by Freeland.
So far, the switch to zone has been a success. 3-point ball game, 5:08 remaining in the first half.
He got carved up a few times. Now Freeland made the adjustment. They know they're looking to get in those gaps. They've got active hands both at the top and the 2 bottom spots.
Bush passes to the middle. Pull-up jumper is good. That was a big bucket by Maddox Roberts.
Wow. I mean, look, maybe not the ideal shot that Summit wanted, but you got to have players like that jump in and make shots when they're playing defense like that. Timely bucket.
Lob underneath. Good look. Whistle foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Man, fantastic action. He had just come down to hit a 3. They put a smaller player on him. And Huckabee said, mouse in the house, get it down low, let me seal, get him up in the air, and make a smart basketball play. Almost an and one.
You almost hold your breath sometime when you see somebody in the lane pull up for that 6-7 footer. It's almost like a 3 has a better chance to go in. They practice that more than they do any kind of a mid-range jumper.
Yep. And now the kids, after they hit a 6 or 7 footer, do the hand movement.
I get it. 6-7, you got it, baby. 4:32 left. The lead is 4. Chance to cut it to 3 with a free throw here. In and out. And they almost lost it. Oh.
That is not something you see very often. That young man shoots 90% from the free throw line. That's almost as rare as a Steph Curry miss from the free throw line.
Huckabee has 11 to lead all scorers. 4-point game, 20-16. Cody Bush going back towards midcourt, looking over at head coach Derek Clark.
Freeland sticking with that 3-2 zone. At some point here, they may bring that big boy back up instead of top screen. See if that opens up the lane. Summit very content to take their time right now, which I get, but it plays into Freeland's hands. They want to keep this a lower scoring affair and make the possessions mean more.
On the high post, Jordan Fuller attacks the rack. Missed it, tipped around, loose, and the tip goes out to Connor Leseski. And I thought Huckabee was going to pull the trigger, didn't you?
Loves to come off his left.
Now, there it is. It's missed. Comer stripped of the ball. Ball went out of bounds, bounced on the end line by Comer, or a foul?
Looked like a foul on Comer. That may be his second. Wow, that is a tough luck right there for the Freeland team, because I love the look by Huckabee coming off his left. That's his little sweet spot. That's how he likes to shoot it. Comer came down, had the rebound, but better defense by Summit. And those are the one that coaches hate. You get that ball stolen from you, and all of a sudden, 94 feet away, your big man picks up his second foul with a lot left to go in the second quarter. And if I'm Summit right now and Coach Clark, I say, look, big boy's got two. Go at him in the 3-2 zone. Force him to make an amazing play and not pick up that third foul.
Marquise White picked up his dribble, nowhere to go with it. Bush saves him. .235 left to play in the first half.
Here comes that high screen with Campbell. Double high screen around.
White picked up his dribble, then turned to the basket. Rimming, no. And they say Dimitri Campbell touched it last.
Not a bad shot attempt. Summit willing to be patient, wait for their openings. An awkward type of shot, but still a good shot under the circumstances.
Comer way out high. It's where they want it. Back door underneath. Lost on the deck. Huckabee dives after it. Possession arrow is in favor of the Falcons. So they'll get the ball back with 2:06 remaining.
That was the right basketball play. I thought Huckabee should have gone up with it. What they're doing, and what you see a lot of great coaches do with good three-point shooters, is you have that three-point shooter set the back screen. It puts the defense in a bad spot. And when they cheat it, and they did that time, Huckabee went back door, had a good look, he just didn't go up with it.
Huckabee fades. Front of the iron, no good. Tipped around, out of bounds, off the Falcons.
Oh man, Huckabee, I like the attack. Probably some contact, but this is for the young players out there. When you feel that contact, if you fade away from the hoop, you're not getting the call. Go into the contact, fall towards the hoop, puts you in a better position to get that call from the referee.
Bush picked up the dribble. White around the perimeter. Now there's a little bit better ball movement. Bush comes back out, takes a look at coach, and now they'll attack again. Minute 38 to play in the half. Still a 4-point lead. We've been stuck at 2016 for some time. Jumper missed. We've had this score for 2.5 minutes. Comer picked up his dribble. Drive by Wagner. Kick out three. That's good. Connor Lasewski.
It looked like a broken play, but they knew exactly what they were doing. Great action off of the kick. Comes down low. Snap pass to the corner. Freeland playing great basketball right now.
Three ball right side. Marquand White.
Young man shoots it at 45% from behind the arc. He's hit nearly 50 threes this season. They can shoot it.
Cooper Wagner had a notion off the pick. Back door. Kick out three on the way is no good. Air ball miss. Comer's there. Will put it up and in.
That's what happens. You got great defense, but they're sitting there going out, flying out to contest. That opens up rebounding lanes. And a big man like Comer has a good sense for the basketball, allows him to feast on the offensive glass.
Summit will play for the last shot. We're down to 10. Bush was looking for a high screen, then tried to bounce it out on the wing. Kicked out by Cooper Wagner.
And I'm really impressed by this Freeland defense on the 3-2. Again, I love the concept itself, but the players besides Comer are really playing strong, aggressive help side and midline defense, which basically protects Comer on the inside from picking up his third foul.
They're going to have to hurry in the corner. Bush, no good. We end the first half with a 2-point game. Romulus Summit 23, Freeland 21. It's halftime here at the Breslin Center in East Lansing. We'll be back with more of the Michigan High School Athletic Association Division II Boys Basketball Semifinal in just a moment on the NFHS Network.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
But we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe that coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sport,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Welcome back to halftime here at the Breslin Center here in the MHSAA Division II boys basketball semifinals. Summit and Freeland in a 2-point game. The Dragons up by a score of 23-21. Sometimes on paper you see a clear favorite. They play the game on the floor, and sometimes it's just a battle of different styles that cause very close games like the one we have here through the first 16 minutes.
I mean, definitely a few stories going on, right? Freeland with a great start, 5-0. Then, boom, Summit gets into that track meet for 2 or 3 minutes, goes on a 12-0 run. You think they're going to pull away. It plays right into Summit's hands. But give Freeland credit. They went to that 3-2 zone, really played active hands, sunk it in to protect the big boy, slowed down the pace of this game. Summit, very patient, slowed things down, couldn't really find any avenues, and that forced them to slow down, push it, and it's only 21-23. That kind of tempo and pace favors Freeland. If I'm Summit, I gotta find a way to get out and run, push the tempo, increase the opportunities, and if you're Freeland, I like exactly where this is headed. Keep it slow, give me a chance in the last 4 minutes of the game, we'll take it if it's 30-30.
Really kind of 3 phases in this game. First 52 seconds belonged to Freeland. They got out to a 5-0 lead, and the big guy was having his way underneath.
He's been a force down low, especially on the glass. He's got 6 rebounds. He's got a few cleanup possessions here. He's doing his thing on the inside. Huckabee's doing his thing on the outside. And look at this play right here. I loved Huckabee coming off. He loves going with that left hand into the jump shot. He's had himself a nice game. 11 points, here he is coming off, again to the left, smooth stroke. Again, we've talked about it, one of the best shooters in the state.
Summit got down early 5-0. They went on a 10-0 run and opened up a big lead.
Again, they've been very methodical. Look, I love the patience. A lot of teams, when you go 3-2, will kind of get a little flustered, throw up bad threes. Summit's very smart, very patient, looking to get in there and do some things and take their time. But again, it's a weird dynamic because that plays into Freeland's hands.
We'll be back for the next half of this one in the Division II boys basketball semifinals. Summit 23, Freeland 21. We're back in a moment at the Breslin Center on the MHSAA Network.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
but we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Start of the second half here at the Breslin Center in East Lansing. Winner of this game will take on either Hudsonville Unity Christian or Detroit University Prep. It'll be the Summit Dragons to inbound. Freeland trailing by 2. Dragons with a basketball. Joe Jason, Bernie Foose, and you joining us for the broadcast today. Glad you're with us.
These are where you want to see what adjustments do the coaches or did the coaches make at halftime. Freeland sticking with that 3-2. You can be sure Coach Clark came up with something to attack that 3-2 zone. Let's see what they come up with.
Fuller tried to attack the basket, lost the dribble. Back into the middle. Campbell holding, fading, left hand too strong. Hit the high glass, but then it came down hard on the rim. Campbell a little frustrated, reached in there, could have got called with a foul. Instead, it'll be Cooper Wagner into the forecourt for Freeland.
Had Joker down low, just a bad angle.
They got a skip pass in the corner. Now it comes too late. Lob underneath Comer. Tip back out. Turnover.
Yeah, too late on the pass right there. You had
Cody Bush. Out of control. Offensive foul. That's his second. He got a quick foul in the first quarter. He's got a quick foul here in the third quarter. And 2 on the night.
Didn't think they were going to call it, but the young man stood in there, took the charge, and the whole crowd lit up. Maybe a little bit of quasi-home court influence, but the right call. It was out of control, and he did have position.
Cooper Wagner across the timeline, top of the key. Distributes. Jumper on the way. Huckabee hit the rim and over the backboard. A one and done for Freeland right now. That gets the tempo a little bit more into the Summit way of playing basketball. They want to get it back right away in transition. Didn't get a chance to. They had to inbound the ball.
It's one of those shots where most coaches will tell you, look, we can get that shot anytime we want. I'd rather have at least 2 or 3 passes or trips around the horn before we make that.
White attacks the basket, dishes left side, rims off to the right on the miss by Tyline Pitts, and then Pitts right into our kitchen here.
Woo. A little bit of back and forth there. Great rebound. Bad next play in. Huckabee got away with one there. Could have called a foul on him. Very, very fortunate. But again, we're almost 2 minutes in here, Joe. Still 23-21. This pace favors Freeland.
We went on a 3-minute drought in that first half. In the second quarter, actually. Underneath Comer, forced it, had it blocked again. This time good. We're tied at 23.
I love it. We talked about it earlier. You're down there, you got 2 or 3 bodies. If you fade away from the contact, bad things happen. Right there, the big boy went up once, went up twice, fell towards the hoop, and found success.
On a dribble drive to the elbow left. Through traffic. Whistle, foul, offensive foul, second of the quarter. And who took the charge? The big fella, Tristan Coleman.
Well, look, you got to talk about senior mindset. Freeland's got 5 starting seniors, and there are 3 players off the bench, all seniors. They know the game. They've been here before. They make winning plays and taking charges. Look, you don't see sometimes 1 or 2 charges a game. Certainly not 2 in a row.
There's the open look. Step back 3. Yes! Wilson Huckabee. He has 14 to lead all scorers. The lead for Freeland is 26-23. Their first lead since it was 5-0.
And what do you know? Look, if you're going to contest, you got to contest at his left shoulder, because if he gets you up in the air, he's going left to shoot that jump shot. That is his Uncle Jesse's sweet spot, if you will. This 3-2 zone has Summit dumbfounded. They have not found a way to get through it and get him out of it.
White pull up for the free throw line is money. 1-point game. Freeland by 1, 26-25.
And at the end of the day, look, if you can't get in that gut and make him pay for 3-2, you got to start hitting shots. And that's the only way you're going to get him out of it.
Comer down low, leads in, strong move. Through the contact.
Beautiful play. Campbell got there a little bit late, tried to sell the foul. You can see it right there. That put him off balance. Big boy recognized it, went straight up towards the hoop. Referee rewarded him and one opportunity.
Comer free throw is good. 4-point lead, 29-25.
Man, oh man. Halfway through the third quarter, Summit only has 2 points. And again, they just have not found a way to spark the track meet they want against Freeland. Again, I think you're just going to have to end up hitting some big shots, hitting some tough shots, and maybe winning a way you're not used to winning.
An 8-2 Freeland run to take this 4-point lead in the third quarter. Right now, the Dragons a bit out of sorts. There's a turnaround jumper way off the mark. And the rebound by Comer. Outlet quickly. Cooper Wagner in transition. 3-ball on the way, left side, rimmed off. Maddox Roberts gets the rebound for the Dragons.
Great opportunity for Freeland right there. The crowd would have went wild if he would have hit that.
Bush was fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul will go on Huckabee.
And that right there is another way you beat the zone. Not letting them get set up. If you can get long threes or turnovers, that allows transition. That allows you to get in there, get into the hole before Freeland can set up that 3-2 zone.
Cody Bush at the line. Second free throw is good. 1 out of 2, cuts the lead to 3. Token full court pressure. Across the timeline to Wagner. Skip pass right corner, down low to Comer, looking for help. Sliding down the lane, double clutch, high glass miss.
Look out!
Comer's there to put it back in. The big fella gets fouled again.
I mean, great action, beautiful cut by Huckabee. Didn't get it to go, but it forced the defense to adjust. Got the shot off, and when the defense has to come over to help on that, it opens up those rebounding lanes for Mr. Comer to get in there, eat it. That's his 11th rebound, and that gives him a double-double. We got 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
His double-double is double trouble. As he has been dominating here in the third quarter. The free throw is good. It's an 11-3 run by Freeland. And Derek Clark is called timeout. 32-26. Freeland with the lead.
I love that timeout. It's a little bit of a mental game, right? You just had that good run on and 1. You're up by 6. Take that timeout and let that marinate on the other side. It's a demoralizing type play when you play good D, but the other side gets an and 1.
Cody Bush and Jordan Fuller have combined for 12 points, while Brian White has added 5. Huckabee with 14 and Comer with 11 is points.
I mean, look, we talked about the three-headed monster, the big three for Summit. They're playing okay, but the two-headed monster for Freeland, who we talked about at the beginning with Comer and Huckabee, have frankly outplayed the other three to this point in the game.
Dragons with the basketball. Fuller will drive. Underneath. Knocked away from Pierce Black. The turnover. And good job by Cooper Wagner to dribble into the defender who is trying to reach.
You gotta give it. We're talking about Comer. We're talking about Huckabee, and rightfully so. But the other three players in this 3-2 defense, it's not going to show up in a stat. It's not going to make an Instagram highlight reel. But those young men on the wings are playing excellent help side, attacking defense. Sometimes when you play a zone, Joe, it allows players to relax. They try to catch their breath. They're not moving. But if you're playing zone the right way, you are active. You are moving as if you're in man-to-man just in your zone. And these three guys are doing a fantastic job. It's got to be noticed. All the basketball heads out there know exactly what I'm talking about.
Wagner's at the free throw line because the foul on Summit was their fifth. They are at the limit. Second free throw is off the heel and missed them both. Black up to get the rebound. Bush against the 2-3 zone. Cut off on the wing.
A lot of one-on-one basketball. You've got to have movement on the offensive end against the zone.
Bush will have it poked away. That should have been a travel. Jump ball. Oh my God. Tucker Heilman got away with a dive, a slide, and a little rattle and roll.
I mean, look, not that the referee's thinking about it this way, but when you're going one-on-one with no movement, the referees, they're human. They're not going to reward that.
Freeland with the basketball and a 6-point lead, the biggest of the night. 2:08 to play. Open look right side. Not going to take it as Leseski. He's hit a big three already in this game.
You can see Summit trying to extend that pressure. Maybe feeling the heat a little bit, overextending that man-to-man. Question for Freeland is, all right, we're going to extend that pressure, maybe take a few more chances. Can you handle it, get around them, and get to that free throw line? Not a great entry pass, but it still puts Summit in a bad spot trying to get around the 6'6" big boy down there. And now he's got a chance to hit 2 free throws.
King Pierce Black called for a foul. Comer at the free throw line to try to add to his 11 points and 11 rebounds. First one's good. Great touch by the big boy.
I gotta tell you, I'm a fan. I mean, that's textbook right there. Again, you just don't see 6'6", 6'7" kids with that kind of form and touch. It's graceful. It's beautiful. It's good basketball.
Second free throw wins. He's got the shooter's touch and the members bounce. An 8-point lead at 34-26. Minute 45 to play in the third.
In a low-scoring game like this, 8 points sometimes feels like 16.
A 13-3 quarter in favor of Freeland. Ball poked away. Diving on the floor and saving it was Huckabee.
Senior winning basketball. 50-50 ball. Freeland wanted it more. And they've had the edge here, both in intensity, effort plays over the last quarter and a half.
Saved by Huckabee, and they'll restart out front. Down low, Comer blocked from behind. Major up by King Pierce Black. And the other way for the layup and a miss. A block and 2 shots coming for Jordan Fuller.
That is a game changer. Look at this. Fantastic cut back door. Exactly how you draw it up, but just a better defensive play. And that allows Fuller to get down there, and if he hits these 2, what could have been a 10-point game becomes a 6-point game. Potential 4-point turnaround here.
First one is off the heel.
are the ones that you think about at the end of the game. Freeland had missed two or three trips down before this. Gotta have these if you're Summit.
Free throw good. 7-point game at 34-27. And Ramir Roberts comes in. First time we've seen him today.
Summit gonna pick up 94 feet. Gonna try to increase this pressure. Try to get a turnover or two and change the momentum of this game.
Broken easily. Leseski across the timeline to Cooper Wagner. Down low Comer. He'll back the defense down, force it up, and draw the foul. He goes, you might be able to out-jump me, but I'm going to use my power move down low and get you out of position.
I mean, look, not a big height difference, but maybe a 100-pound difference down low. He sensed that he had a little bit of an angle. And again, I really appreciate and love that, look, when it gets close like that, you get the contact, falling towards the hoop. Did it again for the third time he got to the line.
Free throw good. Tristan Comer tied for game high honors now with his teammate Wilson Huckabee with 14. Off the front of the iron, and a whistle and a foul over the back called on Tucker Heilman.
One of those classic matchups, size versus speed. Summit has the speed, especially with those three guards. And obviously Freeland has the size with Comer down low. And so far with really the end of the third quarter, that size is beating the speed.
Only the third team foul this quarter. Wild miss taking that wind off the front. Ball goes out of bounds. And I think they're going to overturn this. Freeland basketball.
I couldn't see it. It looked close, but kudos to the referees for huddling up and getting the call right.
Bush with 41 seconds left in the quarter. Attacks the rim. Left hand short. Offensive rebound. Another chance for the Dragons.
Man, the young freshman, Maddox Roberts, hit a big shot in the first half. That's almost as good. They needed that rebound. They got another one. The freshman making that energy plays.
We've got him listed at 6'3", but his arms make about 6'5".
I mean, look, this is a senior dominant game. And for Maddox Roberts to come in, those are the kind of energy plays you need to spark your team. Usually it comes from a junior or a senior, but give kudos to the young freshman, getting it done, giving Summit an opportunity.
Tylon Pitts with a miss. Comer taps it. Ahead for Weatherly. Lay in good. A 10-point ball game. Push off by Bush. No call. They play on. Comer rebounds, and he won't get it off in time. I think that Xander Wheatley wanted to jam it home.
That might make one of the Instagram highlight reels, but maybe the not top 10s.
Yes. What a quarter. 16-4 run for Freeland from the halftime until the start of the fourth. And we head to the fourth. It's Freeland 37, Summit 27. You're watching the Michigan High School Athletic Association Division II Boys Basketball semifinals on the NFHS Network.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. Odds are your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for tuition-free community college, up to $27,500 at a public or private university, or up to $4,000 for a trade school or career training program, no matter their GPA. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them there. Simply fill out the FAFSA to apply. Get started at mi.gov/achievement.
How much longer? Relax. I can't. This online betting thing is getting out of control.
Come on, we're having fun.
But we need to pay rent, buy books, groceries.
Blah, blah, blah.
They're called priorities for a reason.
We'll get to those things. Maybe. This isn't gonna end well.
Don't regret the bet. For tips that will help you play it smart, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board.
The MHSAA basketball finals are brought to you by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
It was a Freeland Falcon third quarter, a 16-4 run in that third to open up a 10-point lead over Summit, 37-27. Back with Bernie Foose, Joe Jason with you. Dragons are going to have the basketball and they haven't figured out the zone yet.
I mean, Freeland, look, 8 seniors playing fantastic basketball. Forced Summit into 5 turnovers and 7 fouls that third quarter. And they shot 50% from the field, and Summit was not 1 for 9, 10%. And really, it's the quality of the shots. Freeland had a lot of and ones there down low. Summit, everything's contested. That 3-2 defense is just stifling them.
Whistle, foul on the floor. It's going to go against Freeland. It'll be the team first. Wilson, Huckabee, Tristan Comer have combined for 28 of the 37 Freeland points today.
Well, now the question for Freeland is, look, you're up 10 points. You know Summit's going to start bringing that pressure even more, taking more chances. Can you handle it for all 4 quarters? They'd have done a really good job for 2.5.
A lot of contact there.
I mean, look, you don't want to foul three-point shooters, but if you're going to, make sure they don't get it off.
Cody Bush with just 6 points in this game. Jordan Fuller with team high honors in 7.
Wheatley trying to show, look, I do got hops. That last possession of the third quarter, I know I didn't dunk it, but I can jump, I promise.
Freeland is out rebounded Summit 19-15 in this game as well. Forced it, Comer got called for the foul. And it's unfortunate there, he got him on the arm because Marquand White was out of control.
I mean, fantastic D by Freeland. Look how far they extended that pick and roll. That means that was a great hedge by Freeland. Got down there, bad shot. That's what they teach the kids. Look, you get there in position. Once you put your hands down, you're going to get that foul call. Keep it straight up.
Makes the front end and cuts the lead to 9.
Great break for Summit. See the ball go through the hoop, get it into single digits. And look, you got to chip away. You're not going to get a 10-point shot. This is an MTV rock and job. Bit by bit, point by point, get back in the game.
8-point ball game. Quickly across the timeline, Cooper Wagner leaves it for Comer. He's got 16.
And that's the gamble you make. You want to pick up full court. If they get strong and get by you, it opens up lanes and easy layups. Perfect execution by Freeland.
Bush will kick it out. White will look for help. Now bring it back out as they've done so many times against the 2-3 zone. Fuller will attack. Got it blocked, tipped away into the hands of Huckabee. Huckabee leads the break, gets it down low, laid up by Cooper Wagner and in. Little 4-0 run after that 2-point bucket by the Dragons. The lead is 12.
Freeland kind of beat him at their own game with the transition game.
Cody Bush draws the contact, and that's going to be 4 fouls on Tristan Comer.
Oh, tough call. You see him right here, slides down.
He moved over.
Oh, look, you like the attempt, but you got to know time and circumstance. You've already got 3, 6.5 left. Not worth it to get in there and try it when you got 3 fouls, and all of a sudden he's got 4. That is a big deal with 6.5 left and a 12-point lead. He's a big reason why that 3-2 defense works. He allows that the things to clog up. The question for Coach Fatal is, do I take him out and rest him and expose the rest of the team for a minute or two?
2 shots coming here. Our officials for today's game, Joseph Broussard, Mark Hegel, and Chase Conrad calling the game today. Free throw is good by Bush. He has 7 points. Cuts the lead to 11 with 6:29 to go.
Freeland electing to sit the big boy. He's got 4. Tough call. There is no real right answer. You just got to know your team. Defer to the coach. That's the great thing about having 8 seniors that play. You're not relying on a freshman to come in.
Blocking foul, tap. I thought he ran him right over there, but let's see. I think they're saying that King Pierce Black moved into him. Let's see.
I don't know. I like the positioning.
No, he came back. Came back and reached. That was Fuller on the foul. Heilman at the line to shoot 2.
Just a split second. Big break for Freeland.
Free throw is good. Lead is back to 12 at 42-30. Ramir Roberts was called for that foul, actually. Fuller's back into the game. Heilman, a 6'2" senior guard. Rimmed out. Dimitri Campbell secures the rebound. Fuller through traffic, holds it, lays it up and in. Oh, beautiful attack of the basket. And what do we got here?
It looked like Coach Clark came about 80 feet off the bench to make sure he called that timeout. But you love the play by Fuller. It's a new ball game with the big boy out. Those lanes open up a little bit more. You don't have that 6'7" presence down there. Those little teardrop shots become a little bit easier. Great shot, gets it to 10. And Coach Clark wants this one to marinate. Back in the Freeland huddle. We're here, we're ready to go. 6 minutes left. Telling us boys we need 1 stop. And now with Comer on the bench, you can take a few more chances on defense if you're Summit. Extend that pressure. You don't have that 6'7" body down low to finish or rebound. Makes it a little bit easier to play into their game. That puts the onus on the other Freeland players to, quite frankly, make shots.
Full court pressure with a 10-point game. Across the timeline, Heilman gets to the cross court. Back out front, and Freeland will set up shop. Huckabee back out front. Open look, doesn't want it. Bounce down low. Tipped around, and a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Marquand White.
Probably the right call. If I'm Freeland, I probably would have shot her a pass or 2 before that. Wheatley doing his best Comer impression down there, but hard to recreate 6'7", 300.
Second team foul on the Dragons. Open look, double clutch. Heilman waited for just the right time, and take your pick. Is it going to be White with the foul or Maddox Roberts?
I love the inbound play. You got the guards going wide, set a backdoor diagonal screen, cut down low. Knew they were going for the block. Smart, fundamental basketball play. Went right into him.
Foul action on Cody Bush, his 3rd. Free throw good by Heilman.
An 11-point lead, looking to make it 12. I assure you, Coach Fatal, this is the longest 5 minutes and 54 seconds of his life right now.
Second free throw miss. Jordan Fuller in a hurry. The lead is 11. Down the lane, Bush. Rimming, no. Got his own rebound, put back, no again. Taken away by Cooper Wagner, and now Wagner up the floor. Huckabee will hold it. Now drive, go in, lay it up, and no. Side of the iron. A lot of contact there, but Huckabee's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2, as Fuller will be called for the foul.
Huckabee, just a smart, heady play right there. pinned the defender to his right, got inside, and the defender just a little too far underneath and moving. Smart play by the Saginaw Valley commit.
Free throw is good. 15 tonight for Huckabee.
He's been quiet for a few minutes now, but these are the kind of plays that can spark you back. Takes him to 15 with a chance to get 16 points here.
He does have 16. The lead is 13, 45-32. Rimming, no. Rebound, Heilman. Since the start of the second half, it's been a 20-13, make it a 20-13 run.
Freeland is playing really smart, fundamental basketball. You got 3 or 4 Summit players at half-court or three-quarter court, and they are making the right passes on the right angles with the right spacing. And that's how you beat pressure. You don't beat it by dribbling and outspeeding somebody. You dribble it by angles, passes, smart fundamental plays, and Freeland is executing.
Free throw good. A 25-9 run in the second half.
And they've done this over the last minute 30 with the big boy Como on the bench. Only up 11, they have now extended this lead to 15.
47-32. Just over 5 minutes to play. Bush forced it, didn't get it. Heilman had the rebound. It pinballed into the hands of Xander Wheatley.
Again, Summit with 4 players in that three-quarter court. The passes are open. You just have to find the angles.
Lobbed into the corner left, back out front. Long, deep scratch along the shoulder of Cooper Wagner there on the back of his jersey, just outside the back of the jersey. I wonder if they're going to see, well, as soon as the officials see that, there's going to be some blood time. They're going to come and get that. But
if they see it.
At the free throw line to shoot 2 is Tucker Heilman. You know that Cooper Wagner does not want to come out of the game.
This is one of those ones where you just kind of try not to draw attention to it. Fortunately for Freeland, the referees can't hear us.
Heilman's free throw makes it a 16-point game, the biggest lead of the night for Freeland. And now it's even bigger at 17, 49-32.
And Freeland sticking with that 3-2 defense. Summit has not had an answer.
3 ball, no, air ball miss, saved by Campbell, thrown away.
We're gonna jump, you stay 1 or 2 feet behind. Look at this passing, this is a clinic.
Tipped out of bounds. Ball belongs to the Falcons. 28-9 run, that's a 19-point swing since the end of the first half, when Summit led by 2 going into the break.
Really the last 2 minutes here, again with Comer on the bench, they've extended this lead, not with any fancy dunks or huge three-pointers. They've gotten it done by making great passes against the press and hitting shots at the free throw line.
Down the lane, miss. Xander Wheatley got way up near the cylinder, but couldn't control it. Fuller, yes! And a timeout called by Derek Clark. 4:01 left to play.
They needed it. They have been driving left and right. They have not been able to get those 4 or 5 foot little bunnies to go. Finally got one there, but still down 15. Coach Clark and Summit have to find a way to manufacture some turnovers. Again, they have extended that press, three-quarter court, full quarter court, and Freeland's done a great job with their spacing. Just puts the onus on Summit. Somebody's got to make a play. Someone's got to get a deflection. Someone has to, win that extra inch or 2 to cause those turnovers and put some pressure on Freeland. You get a steal or two in a basket, you get this down to 10 or 11. We saw it yesterday in the second Division IV final. You put a little bit of pressure on them, that could heat things up and maybe affect your brain. But right now, Freeland looks unfazed. And now they got their leader, the big boy Comer, back out on the floor.
Freeland defense went to the zone, and that has been the difference in this game. Their defense has been stifling. They gave up 15 in the first quarter. Since then, 8 in the second, 4 in the third, and 7 here in the fourth. Tipped out front, kicked around and into the hands of Huckabee.
Oh, bad luck because they had the steal there. Summit, that is.
Underneath, Comer laying good. Welcome back, big fella.
Just sitting down there, said, feed me, boys. I'm ready to eat.
Comer was 16. The lead is 17, 51-34.
This is the problem against the 3-2 zone. Summit doesn't have time to take their time.
Fuller's pull-up jumper is good, and Fuller has carried the load here. He has 11. Make it 13 now with that bucket. Pressure, whistle, foul. Fuller called for the reach-in.
Got to give Cooper Wagner credit here. Again, maybe he's not going to show up in the stat book, but he has made the right plays against that pressure. Both he and Huckabee in that backcourt against that pressure have played a great two-man game. When you bring that ball up, the other offensive player has to be about 2 or 3 feet behind them, and you have to have the proper spacing and patience.
Wagner free throw, side of the iron, no good. Summit's foul put them at the limit of 5 in the quarter. Next foul by Freeland will put Summit at the line. Second free throw off the heel, missed them both. Bush, get away with a double dribble there?
A little bit.
Down the lane, kiss off the glass is a miss, tipped around and grabbed by Cooper Wagner. Comer, down the lane. Got his own rebound back, left hand, high glass, miss. Comer had to be careful, whistle and a foul as Heilman reached in and grabbed him. That's the 15th foul on the Falcons, and the Dragons are going to go to the free throw line.
Those are tough calls right there. Huckabee and Comer talking right now. I think Huckabee's telling them, hey man, kick it out, let's run some clock. But man, they had 2 good looks there that would have taken it to 17. Even missing was fine. You just don't want to foul 94 feet away from the hoop and give them an easy chance with the clock stop.
Free throw is good by Maddox Roberts.
That's what they needed. 2 minutes and 45 seconds or 43 seconds is a lifetime. You can get turnovers or misses and fouls and stop that clock, and you give yourself a chance to get back in there.
Roberts off the bench now, 4 points and 5 rebounds for Coach Derek Clark. It's a 13-point game at 51-38. Freeland across the timeline. They could start running some time off the clock if they so choose. Whistle and a foul. They're not going to be able to run any time off because Huckabee's going to the line to shoot too. If there's been a kind of a bugaboo in this Freeland offense, it has been their spotty free throw shooting in this game. They have missed 9 so far in this game.
But what overcomes that for right now is the volume. They've been getting to the free throw line so much. You can afford to miss a few.
This is free throw number 27 tonight, and it's a miss. That's the 10th miss in 27 tries for Freeland.
And I like the play Huckabee made to get that foul. Again, a lot of players will fall away from a double team, especially way out high. He swung that ball in his arms through the double team to extract the foul.
Second one's good. 19 tonight for Wilson Huckabee. The lead is 14. Bush to White. White drives. Up over Comer. Yes. Needed to teardrop it, and he did. It bounced around. Full timeout called by Derek Clark.
Again, sticking with that 3-2 defense, you just got to find a way to make plays and make them quick. Great job by White. Got it to go. Coach Clark with another good timely timeout. Just like that, it's only 12 points. It was at 17. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. Still a lot of time, but you gotta find a way to get another turnover or missed shot within the next 10 to 15 seconds. Otherwise, you probably gotta start playing the foul game.
And both teams have really taken good care of the basketball. Romulus has 8 turnovers, only 5 for the Falcons. Remember, the Falcons had 3 early turnovers in that first quarter. They were really taking care of the ball.
Which I gotta tell you, it's somewhat insane. Again, coming into this game, Romulus Summit, one of the best, if not the best defensive team in the state. They are known for their defense, their ball pressure, making you pay. That was part of their game. That's what they wanted to do, and use that to get out and run. And not only has Freeland handled it, I mean, they have been exceptional in their spacing, in their poise, and their ability to handle that pressure. 2 minutes to go, but given the body of work so far, what a performance by Freeland.
Freeland to inbound. Cooper Wagner across the timeline, felt the pressure from behind and got away from the would-be takeaway. Skip pass underneath. Comer, strong move, stripped of the ball, puts it up, missed it. Rebound by Pierce Black.
That's what Summit wanted. It's not a bad shot, but...
And Comer with a big swing to block it. Back the other way, Wagner draws contact, got it back. He'll just pull it out. Smart play by Freeland, a whistle and a foul.
Look, that's 2 plays in a row by Wagner that, again, are not going to show up in the box score, but the plays that he makes to split the defense, to get out, look, he could have shot that going full court, try to take this lead to 14. He pulls it back out, draws more time off, and now they're back at the free throw line. Those are winning senior plays that really epitomize this Freeland team and the 8 seniors who played the majority of the minutes.
Huckabee has played 30 minutes of this game, 20 points. And the lead is still at 13 with 1:45 to go. Bush, step back 3 by White. Whistle, foul, and 3 shots coming up. And Cooper Wagner knows there was a mistake.
We have complimented him over and over again. Clearly he heard us and said, well, I'm going to make you think a little bit differently, at least for a split second. Young players out there, you don't foul 3-point shooters. We've seen it time and again in these semifinals, contesting at the defender, the shooter, contest away.
Big free throw and a big make by Marquand White.
Summit playing against Freeland and the clock now. Want to hit this to make it 11. Got to get another turnover here. No room for error.
Free throw good. Jordan Fuller enters the game. And the lane. One more free throw to make it a 10-point game. Yes! Lamir Roberts back in for the Dragons to defend the inbound. 10-point game with 1:39 to go. Big possession here. Across the timeline and run into by King Pierce Black. And down hard, Connor Leseski.
I know we got some football players on Freeland. Love the catch there. Through contact, excuse me. Drew the contact, and now can he shake off those birdies around his head and hit these free throws?
Well, when your feet go off and under you and you catch a elbow or a knee or shoulder into that floor. There's no give. Free throw coming. It is off the mark.
Well, if there is one point of criticism, and you can be sure Coach Vitale is thinking this, as are these players, you gotta make your free throws down the stretch.
Freeland has shot 31 times from the free throw line. Summit 15. Second free throw is in and out. Missed them both. Great opportunity to increase the lead. Cody missed it. Comer cleans up the rebound. Bounce pass ahead, a 2-on-1. They'll just bring it back out. Underneath, Comer laying good. They threw it out on the post, way outside on the perimeter to Wilson Huckabee, and he just quickly dished it back inside to Comer, who laid it in.
They just make the right play. Great cross-court pass with some heat on it. Finds the big boy down low, and hey, if we're not making free throws, you might as well just shoot layups.
Look at that deep three. That's a miss by Cody Bush, still loose. Comer, after a great diving save by Huckabee. Comer had to come get it. Not a good pass. Ahead for Fuller. Double clutch. Got it! 10-point game with 44 seconds left, and Derek Clark calls timeout.
Right there, Freeland. Summit got that turnover they've been looking for, and they converted. Perhaps too little too late, but 10 points, 44 seconds left. Summit has no choice right now but to take some chances, shoot the gap, try to find a way to manufacture a turnover here. And if not, foul right away. They have been fortunate that Freeland has missed many a free throw. Sometimes when that happens, it becomes contagious, if you will. We've even seen Huckabee, a 90% free throw shooter coming in, miss not once, not twice, but 3 times. It's not been their friend, so Summit's gonna need a little bit of help and a little bit of luck. 44 seconds here.
Summit needed to score a lot of points in the fourth quarter to make up the difference. They've done their part, scoring 18. However, their defense has given up 18 points in this quarter as well. They've played even, so with all the work that the Dragons have done on offense, they have not been able to equal that effort on the defensive side as Freeland has played even with it.
Yep, just a little too late. Again, it was a slow pace that first 3 quarters. We've been sitting here 45 points as well under the season average for Summit. Still time though, but gotta get a quick steal here.
Heilman, baseball pass ahead for Huckabee, who slows it down. Huckabee kept the dribble on, got it into the corner with 34 seconds to go, and this time John Patel says, let's talk about it with 34 seconds to go.
Well, I like how they drew up that 94 feet away inbounds pass. They threw that ball to the other player coming in, got inside, fantastic spacing, and took 10 seconds off of the clock, and now they're gonna get another timeout, but that ball was in the corner. He said, no. I'm not letting Summit trap my guy in the far corner here. Let's get a timeout, get a play, dial it up. Don't be surprised here. I know there's 34 seconds left. What you don't want to do, and I think they'll have the ball to the side underneath the basket, you don't want to throw the ball towards half court. I'd almost like that little backdoor diagonal play such that Freeland can come down, maybe get an easy bunny as opposed to throwing that ball towards half court.
Waiting in the wings, Hudsonville Unity Christian and Detroit University Prep. We're set to go after 7:30 tonight in the other Division II semifinal. 34 seconds remaining in this one. Cody Bush will defend the inbound pass. Triggered in by Leseski.
Gotta foul. You gotta foul if you're Summit. Too much time's coming off the clock.
Way too much time. Huckabee double team through the double team. Whistle foul. They used 15 seconds just playing defense there, and that might have iced the game.
Summit had to foul a lot quicker. Perhaps coach told him.
Immediately they had to foul.
Perhaps coach told him, look, it's a little too late. Let's not let him stack points here, but you've got to foul. You got to give yourself a chance, and this is not the person you want at the free throw line. 90% shooter coming in. Yeah, he's missed 3, but again, may be the best shooter in the state at the free throw line.
Wilson Huckabee and Tristan Comer have combined for 40 of the 55 tonight for the Falcons. Each of them has 20 points. And Wilson Huckabee can make it a 4-possession game, and does. 56-45.
The last foul was on Cody Bush, one of our key players to start this game, and he has fouled out. Tough go of it for him tonight.
Makes them both. 12-point game, 15 left. They're going to let Fuller drive and score. Clock continues to run. Clock is still moving. The inbound. Pass almost intercepted, and this will do it. It'll be Freeland punching their ticket to the Division II championship. Well, John, call your buddy Kyle in Rockford. Say we'll see you on Saturday.
Just a fantastic performance. But for maybe a 2-3 minute stretch early in that first quarter, Freeland just put on a clinic in terms of fundamental, smart basketball, great spacing. That 3-2 defense was really checkmate for them all night. Summit just could not figure it out. And they are advancing with a fantastic opportunity to win a state championship.
Huckabee with the 2 free throws that iced it with 34 seconds to go. 22 points for Huckabee, 20 for Comer. And the Falcons will put their name on the bracket as a finalist in 2026. That's going to do it for our broadcast here today. Coming up next, Hudsonville Unity Christian taking on Detroit University Prep. Once again, your final score, Freeland Falcons win it by a score of 57-47 over the Summit Dragons. You'll be watching the MHSAA Division II basketball semifinals on the NFHS Network, a production of the Michigan High School Athletic Association. We'll see you again for the Division II, the other semifinal coming up in about a half hour or so. From our partner Bernie Foose, I'm Joe Jason. So long, everybody, from the Breslin Center.